Well, Sean, Sunday quarterback time, man, this is a tough one to wake up to, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody saw a loss coming like this. Look, a loss is always a possibility. Nebraska was an underdog. We knew that going in. We both picked Nebraska to win. We look pretty silly right now. We took a lot of guff on the Red Sea Scrolls, but, the way Indiana operated, I mean, that was, I compared this Indiana team to 2007 Kansas, how they kind of came out of nowhere. This felt like the 07 Nebraska-Kansas game when the Jayhawks went for 76 points on the Huskers and just clicked on all cylinders. They were clicking today, the Hoosiers, in every area of this game, from offense, defense, special teams, rushing touchdowns, forcing 3 turnovers in the red zone, 4 turnovers overall. It all went their way.
Yeah, and it started right away. They take the ball, they get the kickoff, and they go down the field, score, boom. And then Nebraska gets the kickoff and steps out of bounds at the 1. You just kind of had the feeling maybe this isn't going to be their day.
Yeah, and then the all-whites. I mean, can we get rid of the all-white?
Yeah,
and
maybe
there was a thought
That's a good point.
Because of both being Adidas schools, both red and white colors. So maybe Matt Rule wanted something different so you didn't get the uniforms confused. But, yeah, I don't think Nebraska's ever won in the all-white uniforms.
Right. They might be putting that look away for a while. It was stunning how effective Indiana's rush game was, and they really are a balanced team. They could throw it and they can run it, and they obviously have multiple quarterbacks because Curtis Rourke went out at halftime.
Yeah, 13 James Madison transfers and a MAC quarterback transfer in Rourke, and I mean, this is a different-looking team. I mean, they're now squarely in the discussion to be a college football playoff team, which I don't think anybody in a million years. If you had a Vegas number on that for Indiana back in August, I mean, you'd be a rich man right now.
No question about it. Offensively, they couldn't get anything going. Dylan Raiola probably had his worst game. 3 picks. It didn't look like he was seeing the field all that well today.
Yeah, I think ever since the interception in the Rutgers game, things just have not clicked the same for Dylan Raiola, for whatever reason that is. And even today, they covered things up so well. And I think the lack of running game makes it a lot easier to defend Dylan Raiola. When they actually have a rhythm in a running game, this is a different offense.
Matt Rule putting the blame squarely on himself. He says he's not embarrassed for his guys. He's embarrassed because he didn't see this coming.
Yeah, and it's tough because there was thousands of Nebraska fans here in Bloomington, and this is a proud program, and to see a program that invests so much into it, from the facilities to the coaches to the NIL to the fans traveling. A game like this just shouldn't happen, especially to a school in its first year, a school not known for football, that is all of a sudden now in their first year under a new head coach, and they're talking about going to the playoff. I mean, that really, really stings if you're a Nebraska fan.
No doubt, and now it's time. You got to flush this thing really quickly. This is the worst loss in the Matt Rule era at Nebraska, but, man, you got Ohio State, another road game next week.
Yeah, guess who doesn't feel sorry for Nebraska right now? Ryan Day and Chip Kelly. I mean, they're going to come at the Huskers, and this will be a challenging week, as we know, for the Huskers. And we knew this final 6 was going to be challenging. And getting that 6th win is going to be a challenge now because, UCLA just beat Rutgers today. Wisconsin beat Northwestern. There is no guarantee right now, and that's the scary part as you start to zone out in these final 5 games.
Well, it is time to regroup for Nebraska. They fall to 5-2. Overall, they'll play at Columbus, Ohio, against Ohio State on Saturday.